This is part of the largest residential area where only the noble family live. It's a huge acropolis. The best place to take a good photo to the main plaza with Temple 1, 2 and the North Acropolis is between that two palaces. So you can be there in a few minutes, okay? See the best angle to take a photo. Okay, look this wall, this side of the temple, this is 100% original. Except that's two cones. That's our fake. When I say fake, that means that was made by archaeologists, just trying to get an idea how it looks on that time, okay? But this is original, all of this. Okay, come here. Yeah, I'm gonna explain you now. Yeah, that's happening. I'm gonna show you pictures. Okay, look, that's a little space. That's a structure. That was the smaller soccer field built in this civilization. Chichen Itza has the largest one. If you've been there, you saw, and you have the idea what I'm talking about. But Tikal has the unique triple soccer field built in this civilization. Was built in Plaza of 7 Temples. On the map is number 3, if you took a picture. We're gonna try to pass there just to see the scale model that the archaeologists left there because are still completely uncovered, the triple soccer field. But it looks like this, okay? Just a little larger and a little wider, the structure a little higher. That's the difference, but 3 places like that, 1, 2, 3. In Tikal, the Mayas had 3 games at the same time. And the rest of the city is only 1 game. And today we know that they play the game every 52 years, the official game. But between that time, they can play for fun. They can play just to be in a good condition, in a good shape, just to practice. But the official was every 52. They played the game just to commemorate the long count calendar ending. That was a Mayan cycle with 52 years that on that time represent the solar calendar. So it was very important for them to do this celebration playing this kind of game. The players lived in the middle class. Average was 45 years old. They played the game every 52 years. That means that the players play the game only 1 time in their life. So they have to enjoy the moment. And that's why they have to practice during some days before play the game because they have to be strong. They have to kick a rubber ball from 4 to 7 pounds, like 4 kilos. Imagine. They have to be in a good condition, and then they use only the ankles outside, the knees, hips, shoulders, and the elbows to kick the rubber ball. The plan was to make a goal with those hoops or rings that they left in the middle of each structure on top. Okay? So one team in one side and the other team in the other side. And here they played a full day. And then only the winner captain was sacrificed. Sound crazy? Why I have to train hard to become the stronger player and became the captain and then die? At that time, diet was considered an honor, a privilege, so they won. It was normal for them, you know, diet because they believed that life is gonna be better than this life. So it was common, okay? Only the winner captain was sacrificed. During a long time, the archaeologists used a wrong information about this game because they said that the whole loser team was sacrificed. But in that tombs that they found in the triple soccer field that is uncovered, they never found in the tombs 3 skeletons, 5, 7, 9, 11 or 13 skeletons. They use odd numbers to do their teams. 3 players, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, you know, depending the size of the soccer field. In this case, play only 3 players. Okay? And then in Chichen Itza is the largest one. So probably there play 14 players in each team, and in the triple soccer field, 9 players in each team. but they had 3 games at the same time. That means that only in Tikal they have to do a triple decapitation. Okay? And no spectators, no public in general. As today, our stadiums are full, especially when Barcelona and Real Madrid played the Classic, you know. Huge, a lot of spectators. That's never happened in the Mayans' time because they use only the top of this structure, not the space. So probably like 20 spectators in each building. And in the triple soccer field, probably they had like 150 or maybe 200 spectators. Only the most important people watch the game. They never compete with another city. They never play with another city. Do you have any idea why? Why they never play with another city? Because they had the same Mayan cycle. They have to do the same celebration at the same time. That's why they never play with another city. So each city have to do their own celebration, playing the game. Okay? Do you have any question about this kind of game? I have a question. Are you ready to play the game? Who wants to be the captain? I need 2. That's, you see, nobody wants to die.
See, he's here. I'm going. That's why I whipped it over. I don't understand the game. Where is he? He's gone.
Welcome to my office. This is my second home.
Wow, this is unbelievable, guys. I'm here in the middle of Tikal.
Come here, chicos. Give me 10 more minutes. And then you're gonna have a free time to take your photos, videos, and explore. Okay, main plaza. The most famous part of Tikal. On that time and today for their tourists. They use this plaza for spectators was sitting on that side, on that 5 big benches. On the other side, that kitchen is out in front. But not everybody came here. No people from the middle class, no people from the lower class. Only the royal families were sitting there. Temple number 1, temple number 2, that is known Temple of the Mask, was built at the same time by King Cacao. He ordered to build temple 1 for him, and he ordered to build temple number 2 just to commemorate his wife's death. Her tomb was found there. That was the section where all of this royal family, with 32 kings, was buried, and only King Cacao was buried under his temple. They did the same kind of investigation inside of the whole temple, but they don't find more tombs, only here. That's why temple number 1 became the most famous ceremonial temple of Tikal. It's the temple that represents Guatemala over the world, on pictures, on internet, magazine, or any report of Tikal. So this is the temple that represents Guatemala over the world. Okay, but on that time, who asked me about if the building was painted? Wow. Okay, just to get an idea, the temples looks like this from that time. The cities looks very colorful on that time.
Echo.
Most of the building was painted with a red color. But why red? Red on that time represent the Mayan blood, represent the life. Green the vegetation, blue the heaven, white the cloud, yellow the sun, and black represent death or the underworld. According with expert people, they said that the Mayas collect pigment from different species of trees that they have to mix with cochinilla, plants and seeds, and also they have to carry some minerals from the volcanic area that they have to mix with all of these pigments. They trade by food, you know, minerals by food, and then they got the colors. Look this picture and look to the top of the roof come of the temple. We can see remain of that giant mask. That on that time, the mask represent the most famous god of this civilization, Ciudad, or the rain god. We can see remain in the middle of the roof come of the temple, and above the door we can see 3 small masks and 1 each side, and at the bottom where they build the wooden steps we can see remain of 2 more big masks. For total they left 8 masks. That's why the name Temple of the Mask. This temple on that time, I mean in 1881, looks like this picture. This temple suffered more erosion than temple number 1. That's why they have to restore the whole platform, I mean the whole in front side and the right side. All of that part and the staircase are fake. It was built by them just to get an idea how looked the building on that time. The left side of temple number 1 is fake. The right side is exactly how they found after they removed the vegetation. And the staircase, that the steps also are real, original. From the door to the top, especially the wall around of the door are original. But 97% of the whole building from the door to the top are original. Okay, that is the place where University of Pennsylvania have to dig all around, and then they found more than 250 very rich tombs where the Maya left the most important information. But they already took the whole artifacts just for to do the translation. And that's why today we know that only the noble family was buried there with 32 kings. And we know that Tikal had 33 kings on the throne of Tikal. King Cacao and the rest of his family became the most famous and the stronger kings of this civilization. They had a long kingdom. This royal family was on the throne during 166 years, 680 AD until 844 AD. The peak time of this civilization was between 700 AD to 850 AD. So that means that most of these structures and buildings was built by this royal family. King Cacao was on the throne during 52 years, his first son 48, his first grandson 42, and his first grandson 38 years on the throne. And he was the last king of this royal family. He was the king number 30, and then 3 more kings was on the throne of Tikal, and then Tikal was abandoned. Okay? Muy bien, chicos. 2 more things. The function of the big stone that are standing there, stelas, they use to record the most important information about the king or about all of this celebration that they did in this plaza. But most of the monuments had contact directly with the natural elements, so that's why the stone suffered that erosion. Under the thatch roof, we can see fragment of stelas and altars where you can see part of that carving that they left on the stone. So you can see part of the hieroglyphic inscription, represent human head, animal head, skulls, line, dot, and shell. And then they wrote and read in zigzag, left, right, as today. The epigraphers, I mean, Tatiana Poroskurakov and Kurasov, they was considered the most famous epigraphers that they spent a lot of time to create the unique Mayan ABC that they are still using to do the translation of the whole hieroglyphic inscription. And they already did a translation of 70% of the whole hieroglyphic inscription. 30% they don't know what they mean because the symbols suffered that erosion. And they never found any information or any evidence about what happened. We don't know if they don't want to leave any information by the hieroglyphic inscription or they don't have time, they have to move. Okay? And the round stone that you can see there, the circles, they use to do the human sacrifices. Normally, they use prisoners of wars when they need something from their gods. So they offer the stronger prisoner. On that case, the captain was sacrificed, the winner, but two different human sacrifices to commemorate the ending of that Mayan cycle, and these human sacrifices that they did on top of the round stone was to offer to the gods when they need something from there, like a sunlight, like a water, you know. And the position was like this. They numb the body with hallucinogenous plants and fungus, so they use as a drugs. They put them on top of the round stone upside down. They tied hand and arm on his back, and then they chop off the head. They collect the blood. They mix with copal incense. Copal is a kind of sap that is very sticky and it's very inflammable. They produce a lot of smoke when they mix with the human blood, earth, seed, and plants. That's the position. But this was made from the original altar that they are preserving at the museum. So that kind of carving they left on top of the stone. I mean round stone. And you can see the position. But that carving disappeared during that long time. It's original. They are preserving at the museum. Okay? So that was the function of the round stone and the big stone. And right there, under the thatch roof to the left, you can see the portrait, remain of the portrait of the last king of Tikal. And here to left, the last date of Tikal, 889 AD. After that evidence, there are no more. So that's why the archaeology said that the upper class people decide move first, and later the middle and the lower class to different directions. Okay, chicos, do you have any question? No?
The game?
The game? Would you like to practice?
No.
Okay, chicos, now is 6 minutes to 12. So we're leaving from there, from those benches. That is going to be the meeting point at 12:30. 45, 36 minutes, okay? Don't stay longer because we have to continue, because we have to see more, not only this, okay? You can climb temple number 2 behind. You can see the wooden staircases. And you can go to that thatch roof. You can use the wooden steps, and you can go to see a huge mask that represents the most famous god of this civilization, that was Chak or Chak, that represents the rain god. And using that wooden steps, you can be on that part of the residential area. But chicos, it's not allowed to climb to the top of the buildings, okay? To climb the walls. It's forbidden. You can suffer an accident.
Okay.
It's forbidden to sit down on top of the handrail for pictures, and you cannot walk outside of the wooden platform. Don't sit down on top of the monuments, okay? So, go ahead, enjoy your time.